Oh boy, I've been dreading this video. Hi! Welcome to the Narrative Gundam A packs. Oh boy. Yeah, this thing's quite big. Luckily it did come with its own display base. But I did a bunch of the preparation off camera because... Oops, wasn't meant to hit that. The legs here are very finicky to get on. But I wanted to show the crotch armor, putting the crotch armor on because it is finicky as well, but I thought it'd be best to show it on camera. See, here it is. It's also a beam cannon, which I Gundam marked. Alright, so, I'm losing it because camera. So let's focus in there. Make sure you have it tilted the right way. What I like to do is to gently press my fingers under the original skirt armor, and then just tilt them up into it like that. Keep dropping everything. And then gently... Oh, wait, it's not connected. Hold on. Alright, so gently press it down, and we're done. Apex. I didn't put this armor on to show off the posability of, well, this handle section. But if I try and back up, and I'll back myself up as well, yeah, this thing's huge! Luckily it does come with these stands to hold up the I still want to call these beam cannons, but surprise, surprise, they're not. These massive section here are actually beam sabers, and I have the proof right here. So we just back this up a little bit more. This is the beam saber that it wielded in its hand. This is the effect part used for the beam cannon. Not the beam cannon, the beam saber. This thing is gigantic. Like, what? So it's touching the floor right now. You can see how big it is. And I keep knocking out the stands. I'll just go retrieve that quickly. Ugh. Yeah, I've been dreading this video because it's just how big it is and finicky. Because this is mobile armor. This is classed as mobile armor in the universe. But because I keep knocking these stands over, you actually also get this for the stands. A very nice peg connection, which I do believe can be used for funnels. And I go and drop that too. Go me. But just... oh god. Sorry. Yeah, this thing is massive, but it is so cool and so worth it. Like, oh, it's so beautiful. And I'm not saying it's beautiful because, like, the way I've Gundam marked it or anything. It just really is amazing and incredible. And the fuel tanks look... oh, god, there they go again. The fuel tanks in the back of the missile launchers also look really well, but the back of the legs honestly look terrible. Because you have to put in those yellow vent stickers and the grey ones around the edging, and they just look horrible. Would not recommend. I have to go get that stand piece again. Oh boy. But yeah, the articulation on this thing is actually quite nice. You can still, like, move the legs even though they have these massive things attached to them. And these things also move, and what they attach to moves. I don't know how well I'm going to be able to show it up, but these vents back here, you can, like, pull on this section down here, and these vents actually extend. So this thing actually has some pretty decent posability still, and some really cool features. Like, you can move these out, but you can't tilt them up and down, sadly. It would be nice if you could pull them up and down. You technically can, but mostly it's just because you're flexing the plastic. They can also rotate, which is a part of the feature. These handle sections decent articulation. You got a joint here. You can also spin around, and I think I accidentally just disconnected it. Yeah, I did. So yeah, I can spin around. There's a joint right here in the middle. Again, spinny, spinny, double spinny, spinny up here. And the actual part the mobile suit grabs also spins. So these handle sections can definitely get in and help you with poses. Something that I do think is really cool is back here. If I remove this faceplate, boom! Missiles! Now, if you don't want to go insane, I recommend just putting only the missiles on the top ones on. Don't do what I did, where you put missile stickers, 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 stickers! Oh god, that took a good chunk of time doing that. But something that's also really cool, due to the fact that the Apex was used in the Fennex Hunt mission, or Capture the Fennex, if I disengage this, and this, and I forget, yeah, I had to disengage it at the back as well. Which, by the way, I do recommend when you're actually deploying these, you also make sure you move the handles, that way they don't catch on the stickers, because there are stickers all on these claws. I'll raise it up a bit more. And I can't even get that in the frame. And yeah, I'm definitely going to have to pull the stand back in. So rotate these back, and put the base under it. And here are the absolutely massive claws for capturing the Fennex. And you actually can put the Fennex into these. Whoa, God. Oh, and by the way, that giant beam effect, which they are meant to plug in here, but the problem is I don't have the the room to display that properly. Yeah, these claws slide on and off, and well, you can slide them all the way out, and remember, you grab this piece, slide that off, and then you can grab this piece. I gotta remember how to attach this. I didn't actually look up in the instructions how you do this. I might have accidentally grabbed the wrong one, without even realizing it. Yeah, I think I did. I think I accidentally cut out the wrong one instead of the one I was... Yeah. Whoops. Wrong side. But that's what you can do with these. They extend the claws out, and then they, you put the Fennex in between these, because this is how it actually captures it. Whoops. I just cut one out really quickly, because I had never planned on using them. But, oh, the claws are just so huge, and, like, I'll go get the, Red Warrior. Damn. Seriously, that is terrifying. And what makes it worse is the claws actually have other abilities. In the actual movie, the claws had Psycho Frame in them. They could generate a shield. They were anti-Psycho, and it's just... wow! It's such a amazing mobile suit, and I would love to actually see more of it. Like, well, more of it in, like, some animated form somehow, even though, spoiler, it was destroyed in combat. But something that's actually really cool, because I wanted to bring up the fact that it got destroyed in combat, you can actually disassemble it in the ways like it got damaged in the movie, which this was only within, like, the first 20 to 30 minutes, I think. The fuel tanks you can pull off, so you can this is actually the first time I've tried to disengage them. Well, you can take all 4 of the fuel tanks off. Yeah, 4. There's a lot of them. So you can take all 4 of these off, like it does at when it enters the fight. And... well, I wasn't meant to disassemble it like that, but you get the idea. So you can slide all 4 of them off. You can then remove the claw, one of the sides. This thruster section right here, it's just... it's actually so cool how you can imitate the fight. And when I was building it, I accidentally did that because I only had this claw on, which is the one that survived, if I remember correctly. The tanks I don't think I had on yet, and the legs I had fully built. And I didn't even realize it, but I basically imitated the movie because I hadn't seen the movie at the time. But just... wow. Do I recommend the A packs? Yes, definitely. It was a fun, enjoyable build. The stickers for the missiles were annoying, and honestly, the stickers around the claw, these blue ones, you can just leave them off if you want. And the yellow stickers on the back of the vents for the back of the legs, and the grey one that trims the extra thrust support, just leave those off if you want to. They're a pain in the butt to get on, and they don't really look nice. But I am very interested to see what some people could do with the switching at the base and using this in like a diorama, like professional builders. Because I've already seen some incredible dioramas with other Gunpla kits, and I'm very curious to see what people could do with the Apex. So I highly recommend you pick one up because this thing is awesome and insane, and yeah, it takes up a lot of shelf space, I'm not gonna lie. But it looks so cool, you should just get one. And I forgot to mention, the only preparation things you need to do is remove the front skirting armor to put the beam cannon on. And put the beam saber handles into the back of this. Because I want to, just get the finicky things out of the way. So, here's the beam saber holder. And here are the front skirts, which I recommend you just be very careful with. Like, just very carefully pull them off. Don't just yank them. But maybe like, subscribe if you want to. And I also came up with the perfect joke after I uploaded part 1. The Narrathon. Because comedy. But now I shall attempt to get into the lore for the Apex, which there kind of really isn't any. And the best lore I can give, which is just a theory, is most of the budget for the 3 different packs went into the A packs because this was meant to be their ace in the hole, their trump card. Because that's why it's so big and massive. Like, if you look at the B packs and the C packs, there's not a lot going on with them, really. But I hope you enjoyed this absolute titanic Gunpla. The scary part is they get bigger, though. Go and Google the Gundam Neo Zeog. You'll see how big they get. Bye.